In the last video, I showed off what's past the alleyway at the end of the demo, which included a unique location and even a storyline NPC, but in this video, I'll be showcasing other areas that we normally don't have access to, starting with the toy store. Using the Walkthrough Walls mod, we can enter the door to the store and see everything up close, including this giant Mega Man statue based off of the bad box art Mega Man from the US release of the original NES game. Not only is there the large statue of Mega Man, but several toys as well. And as you can see from where I shoot at it, it is indeed fully modeled and not just hollow. This is interesting because if we were never meant to go in here and only see in through the window, then there would be no need for the statue to interact and show damage from bullets at all. All things considered, the toy store is pretty large and leads me to wonder if it had originally been planned to be another accessible location that was instead scrapped before the demo was released. The rest of the store is fairly empty, aside for some teddy bears you normally can't see and a few more statues of Mega Man. Next, I wanted to see what was over by the gas station that you can see from the alleyway past the first zombie in the demo. There isn't too much in this area, but just past it and past the cars is an interesting find. There's a yellow ladder that leads underground. With how much this game will most likely be different from the original, I'm unsure if this is either going to be a ladder we come out of, a ladder we go down into, or if this is just a scrap location entirely. When you get too close, you actually do drop down to where the ladder leads, which is essentially empty. However, I did find that we're able to climb the ladder back up, partially anyway. When you get halfway up the ladder, Jill simply stops moving and cannot continue any further up or down, effectively soft-locking the game. The next unreachable location are the towers that Carlos tells us about over the radio. This is past the alleyway on fire, so we'll just be taking the sidewalk to get there. The first discovery is that there's an item crate over here that is completely inaccessible in normal gameplay. It contains a first aid spray. As we get closer to the towers, it becomes very clear that this area was not meant to be explored, as the buildings themselves aren't finished, and the towers are just coming straight up out of the models. The models are all empty, and overall, there isn't too much of note here. I did push Jill up into the sky for a moment to get a better view of the full map to see if there might be any other interesting areas to be seen, but it's clear that, at least for the demo, this is purely just meant to be in the background.
First things first. We need to get
I also wanted to take a look at the passengers on the train at the very beginning. This also led to an interesting glitch after I accidentally entered the wrong train car. It made Carlos skip all of his animations for healing Mikhail. Instead, though, we get this scene as the first aid spray magically floats out of the box on its own.
Shit, Captain. They really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that I will miss.
After entering the passenger car, we can take a closer look at each one. Overall, they look pretty good, but it's also clear that they are using lower grade models compared to the rest of the NPCs. In fact, unlike all other NPCs in these games, you can actually aim your gun and shoot at them. They don't have any reaction, nor does their model show damage or blood, meaning that these models are actually less complete than the statue of Mega Man. While I was down here, I figured I'd check out where the other set of stairs might lead, as when I first started the demo, I was curious of that as well. Unfortunately, the door here is fake and leads to nothing. Just to further check, I went ahead and tried to go up the stairs past the gate, but they're also incomplete. We do get to see how far the subway tunnel goes, but there is nothing else of note in this area. Lastly, I want to know why, after picking up the fire hose, the door near the roof section closes and we are forced back into the donut shop to encounter Nemesis. I have the ability to walk through walls, so let's see what's banging on that door. Well, turns out the zombie that's normally on the floor in this room is up and pounding on that door. We can't interact with him in any way, and shooting him does nothing. He never even tries to attack. And of course, I figured, why not check up on our old friend Nemesis? But this time, come up to him from the other route. Since we never went through the donut shop to trigger the cutscene of his attack, he is instead just standing here with his zombie pal and his teeth chattering. Neither him nor the zombie can be hurt right now. I did discover that the female zombie at the top of the stairs still does her transformation though, which tells me that it is in fact picking up the fire hose that spawns her, and not the video introduction of Nemesis. That's pretty much it for the off-screen secrets I've found for the demo so far. Stay tuned for more Resident Evil 3 content coming soon with the release of the full game in April. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for that. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, be sure to throw a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching.